my gorgeous Geminis. So guys, we've come to the end of another week. We are firmly approaching the weekend. I hope you've had a really good week. And let's delve in and find out what may be happening for you in the situation you are in. It could be to do with love. It may be to do with work. It could be to do with a family situation. It could be a friendship. Whatever this is, we will find out. So the deck that I'm using is the Tarot of Dreams. If you'd like a private reading, as you know by now, you can book a reading with me down below. Quite a few people now are booking the 12-month overview, looking at energies for 2025, just around the corner. All right, my gems, let's do this. Let's do this. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. This is the T.G.I.F reading for my Geminis. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Friday, the 22nd of November. Moving into the weekend and into a brand new week. Wow, there's thunder outside, guys. There's a storm coming. Oh, I hope it's not relating to this reading. Yeah, rumbles of thunder. Okay. Let's keep our fingers crossed, gems. It's a good reading for you guys. Here we go. Really, gem? Three of Swords. Totally unexpected. Okay. Are you feeling a little heartbroken here? Wow. And burdened. Okay. Are you feeling heartbroken about the burden, gem? Bless you. Okay. Oh, burdened about the Ten of Pentacles. So you're heartbroken, feeling burdened about the Ten of Pentacles and the truth. Ace of Swords. The truth about the past. You're looking at the past, Gemini. You're looking at the past. Wow. This feels quite deep, guys. Gemini, you're either coming to terms with the fact that you have been in a long-term relationship with someone that you don't love, who maybe didn't love you. And this is you looking back thinking, I know the truth and it's heartbreaking. This is someone I've known a long time, but I know it's just been financial. You may be thinking with the Ace of Swords, should I make a decision to end this? Because I don't think I can cope with this anymore. You're sitting in the Ten of Wands. Or Gemini, there may have been a lot of heartbreak and burden about money. And it might have related to money that was left to children in a will or something like that. And this is you knowing the truth and feeling upset. Let's just see what comes through. Okay, Eight of Wands. There is going to be a lot of communication with someone sat in the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Who, Gemini, may not want to talk to you about money? No, I don't want to talk to you, Gemini. I'm busy, right? Gem, you're either wanting to touch base with someone that you feel you do love. This is you wanting to have a serious conversation with someone that you feel you want to be with. And the conversation could be based around you ready to leave a long-term relationship, to be with this person that you love. But you may get a pushback. It might be, Gemini, that this was a fling situation in the past. This person got upset and pushed you away. You may still be in a long-term relationship but ready to leave, wanting to talk to this person, but they're not wanting to have that discussion. I'm sorry, Gemini, what happened happened. I'm not interested. I'm working. Basically, leave me alone. If this is to do with a family situation and money, which it could be, we've got two children potentially there. This could be to do with will, inheritance, estate. It may well be that you're very angry with someone who's sitting in the Nine of Pentacles. It could have been a very unfair situation financially. And you may have wanted to talk to this person about making things balanced. Well, I'm really burdened because out of all of the inheritance, you seem to have got 9 out of the 10 Pentacles. The truth is, way back then, something was done which wasn't right. I want you to rebalance the scales. And this person who sat in a lot of stability is saying, no, sorry, don't want to talk. Basically, I'm not going to give you any of the money that I was given before. It's done. And you may be feeling heartbroken, feeling it's unfair, but you can't do anything about that. Ooh, Gemini, King of Swords. You may be pulling out the big guns, Gemini. You may be getting tough with someone here. Because with the Knight of Wands, you're wanting action here. You're wanting movement. And Gemini, I'm not getting any type of player energy at all. I'm not. I just think you find yourself in an impossible situation that you're desperately wanting to change. Yeah. Gemini, you may be going after someone who sat on a lot of financial stability. Now, Gemini, if this is you, knowing that you're in a loveless relationship, this is you talking to your karmic partner, I'm really sorry, but the truth is there's no love in this relationship. We've been hanging on to it for the longest time, but I'm being very unhappy. I want to talk about separation, or I want to talk about divorce. Your karmic partner may not want to have that discussion. Gemini, you may want to be with this pre-empress, but you may know that the only way she'd open the door is if you totally detach from the woman that you're still with. Because I feel with the King of Swords, Gemini, I'm dealing with a masculine, okay? If, Gemini, this is to do with will, inheritance, estate, you could be a father, or you could be a brother. This could be brother and sister, or you could be a father talking to a daughter, or this could even be a male figure in the family talking to a female who seems to be given a lot of money. You may be taking control of the situation, Gemini, and saying to whoever sat in the Nine of Pentacles, this is totally imbalanced, and I'm taking action to regain back the Ten of Pentacles so I can evenly distribute it. You were given 9 out of the 10 Pentacles, and I'm afraid that wasn't right. So if you're not willing to work with me on this, I'm afraid I'm going to have to seek legal advice. You're going to get really tough, Gem. Knight of Coins. Yeah, 10 of Cups, Gemini. So, guys, if this is you wanting to get out of a relationship, Gemini, this is you having a serious conversation with your karmic partner. You're willing to give your karmic partner a decent amount of settlement because you want to move into the 10 of Cups with your pre-empress. If this is to do with money, will, inheritance, estate, there's a lot of pentacles here. It might be, Gemini, you're taking control of family inheritance, and you may be seeking legal advice because someone here has been given a lot of the inheritance, which means that someone else may be left in a difficult situation. You're feeling this is totally imbalanced. And Gemini, it could be you. You could be in a situation where your sister was given 9 out of the 10 Pentacles in terms of family inheritance. I don't know, maybe she's got a family and you haven't, right? It could be something like that. And this is you as a single guy thinking that was totally out of order. And this is you speaking to your sister saying, look, I'm sorry, but yeah, this is not right. Whatever was awarded to you in the past was not right. And this is you seeking legal advice in order to get your fair share. Yeah. And this may be you talking to the lawyer about a lot of family wealth, And with the Knight of Pentacles, you wanting your fair share. And this is you seeking the advice and the support from other family members. So Gemini, underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. You're feeling burdened looking at the past, because whatever the situation is or was, with the energy of Temperance, you've been coasting for way too long. With the Seven of Cups, you've been sat in confusion, thinking about the Hangman, Pisces energy, seeing things differently, feeling a little bit stuck. But with the Page of Swords, Gemini, this is you knowing the truth. This is you looking at the situation, eyes wide open and seeing the truth. Ace of Cups, you're either going to be sitting in self-love, Gemini, standing up for yourself, or this is you wanting new love. Because with the Palace of Swords, Gemini, you are sick of thinking about this. It's driving you crazy. Because whatever the situation has been, this has been totally unequal. You've either been in a loveless marriage and you're desperate to get out of it now, and you're willing to give your other half settlement, or this is you looking at a very imbalanced inheritance type situation from the past. Okay? Yeah? So Gem, you are taking charge to somehow make things right. Okay? From here, Gem, let's move into angel messages. Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have from the angels, please, for my lovely Geminis? Compromise. The angels may be suggesting, Gemini, you have to compromise, or you want someone else to compromise. Yes, so you may want someone else to compromise to make things right. But Gemini, what they're saying is now is not the right time to push for this. Now is not the right time. I don't know why, but the angels are saying don't discuss this with the relevant person or people at this point of time. It may not be the right thing to do. Now, Gem, we're coming towards the end of the year. If this is you wanting to talk to your partner about ending a marriage, for instance, okay, then what the angels are saying is don't do it just before Christmas, Gemini, right? Don't do it just before the festive season. It's going to be very awkward and it's going to cause someone to have a very unhappy Christmas. They may be suggesting you broach the subject in January, Gem. Now, the same thing goes if this is to do with inheritance. You don't want to have to sit someone down and say, you got 9 out of 10 pentacles and I'm here to take you to court if you don't relinquish what I believe is partly mine, also that I can divide this equally. It's not the right time just before the festive season, Gem. No, no, no. Okay? Yeah. And that would seem to make sense. But don't stop putting plans in place to do this in the new year. In the new year. Continue your plan and sit in the energy of forgiveness. Forgive yourself if that's relevant. Forgive this person or people who put you in this difficult situation. Sit in the energy of forgiveness, Gem. Yes, and wait. Now is not the right time. If you're feeling angry and upset, Gemini, it may well be that you simply spend some time by yourself. So this is you not exactly avoiding your partner, but trying to have some of your own time to think things through. You may be feeling a little bit emotionally detached. Because at this point, Gem, you're deciding to do something pretty major. You're either sitting someone down and saying to them, I'm sorry, but you've got to relinquish this money that you've been given way back then because it's unbalanced. And you know that they are not going to want to do that. It could be awkward. There could be arguments. Or Gemini, you're planning on telling a karmic partner you want to leave. So you will be emotionally detaching. Listen to your intuition, Gemini. What does your intuition tell you? Listen to your intuition whilst you're waiting for the ideal time to have this serious conversation. It is up to you. However you handle this, whatever you do, the angels can only guide you. Everyone has free will. Everyone has free will, Gem. But the angels are saying you are ready to take charge of the situation. You're ready, Gemini. You've been thinking about this for way too long. You're ready to sort this out. From here, I'm going to move into the lighted pathway. It'll give us a little bit more information which can help us understand what is really going on here, okay? Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have from the lighted pathway for Gemini? Thank you, Michael. Wow. Oh, we had one that flipped. Okay, guys. So we got one on the floor. Here we go. Taking responsibility. Let's have a look at these cards, Gem. Let's have a look. So we have, interesting. Wow. Gemini. I think, Gem, you're either taking responsibility, okay, or you're wanting someone else to take responsibility. You know there are going to be challenges ahead. You know this isn't going to be easy, Gem, but you're determined to do this. You're wanting to get more information about the situation you're dealing with. You may want to get other people's thoughts and ideas about, opinions I should say, about whatever this is. You're going to be concentrating on the facts with mitigate distraction. You want to get this sorted, Gem. You're also not going to be distracted by someone saying to you, I don't want to talk about this. No, you're going to put your foot down, Gem. Okay. With the energy of right now, you are going to say to someone, I'm sorry that you're working, or I'm sorry that you're busy, or I'm sorry it's not convenient, but I want to talk right now. You're not going to take no for an answer. You're not going to be pushed back. What you're planning on saying to this person, karmic partner, if this is you wanting to talk about leaving them, right? We are dissolving this relationship. Or whether or not this is a family member who's sitting on your inheritance, Gem, what you're going to say to them is, I'm really sorry, but I think you're being selfish. You could be saying to a karmic partner, yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't want to let me go because you're sat in a lot of financial security. It may be, Gem, you've been supporting this person for the longest time and you know that they're just in it for the money. What you're saying to this person is, it is time to move on. You're either asking someone to move out of a property that they could be sitting in that's worth a lot of money because you want to sell the property in order to get your fair share. Okay, could be something like that. We do have a palace of coins here and someone sat in the 9 of coins. Or Gemini, you're saying to a partner, I'm afraid I'm leaving, right? Gemini, you could be saying to a karmic partner, I'm moving out, relocation. Or you are asking somebody to vacate a property so you can sell the property and divide the assets equally. Now, Gemini, these two cards came through, but I'm feeling they're completely separate from these energies. For some reason, you may be telling someone that you miss them and you care very much for them. Now, this could be you wanting to move towards a female sat in pre-empress energy that you know you love. You may have missed this person. You may be saying to them, I'm finally able to get out of a relationship I've been held in, right? It could be, Gemini, that this is you reconnecting with a family member that you may have been estranged from because of this situation with inheritance that left you depleted, that you're now fighting for your fair share of, right? You may be healing a family situation here. What else do we have for my lovely Geminis? Honesty. Gemini, you're going to be very honest with someone and you want them to be honest with you. We need to have a really serious cards on the table conversation here, you know. More time is needed, yeah. So Gem, it's up to you whether or not you speak your truth in the next few days or whether or not you're going to wait until January. But you may feel that whatever this is going to take time to totally sort out. It is going to take time, okay? And I think you're prepared for that. So guys, from here, as always, we'll move into the second reading. Let's have a look and see how this is going to unfold, how this is going to pan out. I will see you there. Okay, Gem, here we go. This is the Tarot Grand Lux. And we're going to be looking at around about 5-6 months into the future, basically halfway through 2025, all right? So Archangel Michael, how are things going to work out for my Geminis in this situation? Whether or not, Gem, this is to do with you leaving a relationship, whether or not this is you talking to somebody about balancing out a financial situation, we will see. We will see. But you're definitely wanting to take charge, Gem. You're wanting to sort this out. And I feel, Gemini, this has been a long time coming. The Ten of Pentacles. So you're thinking about a long-term commitment, or you're thinking about a lot of family money. The Magician. Wanting to manifest a new cycle. The High Priestess. You're doing it using your intuition. And with the Knight of Wands, Gem, you are determined to sort this out. With the Ace of Pentacles, you're either hoping to manifest a lump sum of money that should have been yours to begin with, or you're hoping, Gemini, to manifest your way out of a long-term relationship and maybe move somewhere else, maybe move into your own accommodation, because you may be wanting to be with a pre-empress. Yeah, Gemini. Okay. King of Swords, you're coming out again in your masculine energy. Beautiful. Taking charge. You may be seeking legal advice, whether or not this is to do with dissolving a relationship or whether or not this is simply financial. Ten of Pentacles. Five of Cups. There is a deep sense of sadness, Gem, that it's come to this. A deep sense of sadness. Page of Pentacles, because there could be a child involved, or there's a deep sense of sadness that you've had to take legal action to balance out a situation. Wow, Queen of Swords. Gemini, you may be speaking to a Queen of Swords about child support. This could be your other half. She may be very angry and very cold with you. I can't believe you want to end the relationship. I'm going to fight you in court for child support, that sort of thing. Or Gemini, you may be trying to get a Queen of Swords to release her hold on a lot of money that might be held in a property or held in a legal contract. And she is very angry about that, which she would be. If this is to do with family money, Gemini, she may say to you, sorry, no, I'm prepared to give you 1 pentacle. I'm not giving you half. No, I was given this money legitimately by so-and-so or in so-and-so's will. I don't think I should give you half. No, I'm going to give you 1 pentacle. And you may be angry. You may think, oh my goodness, this is going to be a fight. I didn't expect to have to deal with this. I didn't expect this person to be so difficult, right? The Death card, Scorpio energy. You're hoping for major change and transformation. Looking at past mistakes with the 7 of Pentacles. Gem, for some of you, you may even be looking back thinking, I wish I'd never married this person. It's been a nightmare. For others of you, Gemini, you're looking back thinking, I wish I'd taken control of the situation before to do with this inheritance. Because this might have been a long time coming, Gem. This person, this female, may have been awarded a lot of money 10, 15 years ago, Gem. And this is you only now recognizing that what you thought would be coming to you isn't. And it might well be because the majority of that inheritance was awarded to someone sat in the 9 of Pentacles. And Gem, this is you shocked. You may not have realized that this woman received early inheritance, or this woman had been awarded the majority of the family wealth for whatever reason. 9 of Swords. You're having a few sleepless nights here, Gemini. But you are going to move to calmer waters. Which means either whoever is hanging on to this money, could be your inheritance, Gemini, they are eventually going to release their hold on that money, do the right thing and give you half. So everything's going to be calm and everything's going to be balanced. Or this is you organizing settlement for a karmic partner, Gemini, and this is you leaving, moving out of living with this person, heading towards the woman that you want to be with. Yeah, you are closing out a cycle, Gemini, with the energy of the world. So, Gems, underneath the deck, we have the 4 of Cups. You haven't been happy about the situation for the longest time. And what you're recognizing now is you have been standing emotionally at crossroads. You've been living in fantasy land, Gemini. You've been covering up this internal unrest, this internal sense that things weren't right, hoping to just push it under the carpet. You may have been wearing a false mask, Gemini, pretending everything was fine, but deep down there was this resentment, this upset. I think you didn't really want to see the truth. And the truth may have been either someone here was sat with a lot of money, half of your inheritance, and this is what you realize, and this is you deciding to fight for what is due to you. Or you didn't want to see, Gemini, that your wife or partner was with you for financial reasons. She didn't really love you, right? There was no love in this. Whatever this is, Gemini, you recognized that you were somehow being betrayed. And I think with the Knight of Coins, this is either you receiving your fair share of inheritance, or Gemini with the Knight of Coins, this is you giving this woman a final settlement to end the relationship. And there will be, Gemini, an apology. Page of Cups. Okay? All right, guys. So let's see what you're going to do, my gems, after that time. Yep, Chariot. You are moving forward with speed. Beautiful. And you're going to be celebrating with someone. Now, either, Gemini, you're celebrating the fact that you finally got your rightful inheritance. Okay, thank goodness for that. You may be paying off debts, or you may be paying off a mortgage or something like that. Or Gemini, you are moving triumphantly towards the person that you want to be with to say, I have finally got out of my relationship. Beautiful gem, Ace of Swords. An old cycle is over. You're putting the past in the past, gem. You're starting all over again. Money's being paid out, or this is you going through divorce. All right. And Gemini, you are working on your new life. Whether or not this is you moving forwards with the person that you love, putting work into that relationship, or whether or not you're getting your life back on track because now you've got your inheritance, your situations will be different out there. But Gemini, this is all good. All good. If there's anyone that moves towards you to say, Gemini, I don't like this. Gemini, you didn't handle this the right way. You're pushing them back. I'm sorry, but I had no choice. I had to do this. Beautiful, Gemini. Good for you. Good for you. The Strength card. It would have taken a lot of courage and confidence for you to do this, for you to handle this. But this is your reward, Gemini. Your reward is finally things are made right. Somehow. Somehow. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. Because, Gemini, this is either you sat in your rightful inheritance, okay, you're no longer struggling because you've got your fair share now, or Gemini, you're moving towards a pre-empress to develop a brand new relationship. Bottom of the deck, Gem, Justice. So this is either you wrapping up a marriage, or Gemini, this is you getting justice for a very unequal financial situation, okay? So if you're ready, Gem, we're moving into messages from the universe. Archangel Michael, what do we have from the universe, please, for my lovely Geminis? From the universe for Gem. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel is with you at this time. Wow, these Archangel cards have been prevalent in this series of readings. The Archangels are supporting people very much so at this present time. Woman holding a coin. So Gemini, this could be you getting your rightful inheritance back from a woman who was given your inheritance, okay? And this is a situation that has been made right with the help of Archangel Gabriel. Or Gemini, you're moving towards someone that you want to be with, that you love, wanting to offer them commitment. Seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. The archangels are surrounding you at this time, Gemini. Archangel Uriel deals with healing and bringing balance and peace to a situation. There we have it. Door to personal healing and happiness, Gemini. This is where you're going. You are spiritually guided to move forward into a beautiful new cycle. This is you feeling much more financially stable. If this is you regaining your rightful inheritance. Or Gemini, this is you moving forward with a person that you love. You're moving into a beautiful new relationship. So guys, amazing reading. Let's, as always, ask Archangel Michael for his closing message of guidance. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Geminis to end this reading? That card flipped. Gemini, simply decide to be happy now. And the prayer reads, thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I'm now willing to see all the goodness in my life. So Gemini, decide to be happy now. You're either out of a toxic relationship and you're moving forwards with the person that you love, or you would have had success in fighting for your inheritance, Gemini, that should have been given to you a long time ago. All right, guys. I am leaving the reading there. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you're up to. Take care of you. And of course, I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, gems. Bye, guys.